Glenn, you don't look well at all. You've been so quiet since we returned from Tormund. Sir Victor, what do you know about this Gawain? He was a fellow student of mine. We both studied under Master Bartholomew, the greatest professor who have ever taught in Nisa. Is there anything special about Gawain? You're asking questions. It's been a long time. He was really gifted, but not very interested in class. For him, life seemed to be a game. He didn't take anything seriously. Sometimes I wonder if studying was the right path for him. Well, why do you want to know? Strange things are happening to me. I can hear his voice. You hear his voice? You must be imagining things. No. When we met in Tormund, he confirmed it himself. What does he tell you? Nothing special, really. Sometimes he warns me when there is danger. But other than that, he just talks in riddles. I don't know what he wants from me. I've never heard of telepathic abilities in neither humans nor ours. Gawain isn't the only problem. I don't understand so many things. I remember things from my previous life, how to read, for example, or specific knowledge. But I have no real memories of my previous self, what I looked like, where I lived, nothing. Maybe we should explain a few things to them. You're right, if you explain too little, it's no good either. Come with us, Glenn. Ooh. What would you like to talk with me about? There's something we need to tell you. You all look so serious. Truth be told, you and Glenn have something in common. No way is Glenn Timothy. Truth be told, you and Glenn have something in common, Len. Len's memories and Glenn's knowledge of various things come from your echoes, your memories from previous life. But you probably could have guessed that. I already know Glenn from his previous life, and Bothraz is actually connected to you, Len. Is Bothraz Timothy? Do Len and I know each other as well? That's the thing we want to talk to you about. We can't tell you, but there are reasons for that. What? Listen carefully. I really should stop, and just read and let the game do its thing. Listen carefully. The echo is the soul of a human being that has not properly dissolved into the maelstrom and has instead passed on to the new body. Your personality, or more specifically your strengths and weaknesses, your preferences and aversions, are the result of the experiences you have had in this life and your previous life. Your body may look different, but you are the same person, which explains when we do the flashbacks with Len why she has a similar face, but different hair and everything. Okay, I understand that now. Now, our mind is quite concerned with our well-being. Who can blame it for that? You remember how Danebert transferred the souls of plants and monsters and humans, and in most cases, they either died or went insane? It would not have happened differently. It would not have happened differently if the body of an infant had been invaded with the experiences of the mind of an adult. For this reason, your brain has a defense mechanism, similar to handling trauma, that seals your memories and only reveals them slowly over a long period of time. This usually lasts into adulthood. That's why these visions have increased recently. No, not visions, memories. And well, all this why we can't tell you anything. We had another protege once. We explained too much and she died of her echo. We had opened a valve that we could no longer close. We don't want to repeat the same thing with you two. How old is Balthraz? These two amulets around my neck are life anchors. One is tied to Glenn and the other to you, Len. You're the real reason Balthraz and I came to Volantis. Before we continue, what have you seen in your echo so far, Len? I remember my life on a farm. My father died in an accident. My mother became seriously ill. A group called the Order of Leonar wanted to take me in. They said I was a chosen one. When my mother eventually died, they took me with them. I lived in a palace as a special maiden, training towards some goal. I remember people dressed like priests. I remember a place in the sky called Shambhala. And I remember this group fighting the Harbinger. The ultimate evil that the church preaches about? He showed up in your memories? Not himself, no, but apparently the group has banished him and is preparing for the day he returns. You remember Shambhala? That's good. According to the rules, we should go there as soon as possible. You want me to go to the Shambhala at once? Len, listen. Balthraz is with the Order of Leonar. You're a part of this group? At least of what is left of it. Our job is to support you. That's why they sent us here. What about me? What about my past? I don't remember anything. Till you can remember it for yourself, I can't tell you anything. So you want us to leave for Shambhala. What about the Grand Grimoire? That would be better to discuss with the others. Are you out of your mind? You plan to head for Shambhala. More so for personal reasons? First we destroy this damn stone. That's our main objective. Have you forgotten? And do you know where we are? And do you know how we are to do this? Can we be sure that we have all the information? We have to wait until Cameron regains consciousness. Honestly, if that's what Len wishes, then I'll accompany her. Of course you will, Rob. You'd go anywhere for her. But Shambhala is dangerous, and you won't get very far without any guidance, believe me. And they are lucky to have a perfect guide in their group. You've been to Shambhala before, Sienna? You blabbermouth. Yeah, you get around a lot as an adventurer. That's why I know how dangerous it is there. Besides, Shambhala belongs to the church, and any trespassing is punishable by death. If we get caught, we're in trouble. Such words from a thief. Then help us slip in unnoticed, Sienna. The place we're going is full of treasure. You may help yourself. Classic argument. Do you really want to go there just so Len can get information about her previous life? I mean, of course it's interesting, but is it worth risking your life? I'm begging you. Knowing you, you will run into every monster without yours truly. You will find this journey difficult. Allow me to come as well. I think that sounded quite nice. Are all princesses like this? Sheesh. Alright. I'll play as the guide since we have to wait for Cameron anyway. Don't say I didn't warn you. Thank you very much. Shambhala is a group of sky islands that broke away from Echondria. By my last count, they are northwest of Volantis. Let's rest for today. We will start our new journey tomorrow in the morning. Ugh. What's... Okay, Killian. A letter from my parents. I guess I can't avoid reality forever. I worried too much once again. Nothing has changed at home. Why does the moon look like an owl? How long will it take until we can watch the moon together, sis? Perhaps it's better if you sleep some more. This world has nothing to offer you. But soon I'll be able to show you a different Eldria. Even if I have to cheat, manipulate, and use any means necessary to make this world a better one. Wait and see, sis. Wait and see. Glenn. Okay. Also, oh yeah, I know that there's a chest here. I just haven't found the dude to get there. Okay, so he's already learned it. His weakness pierce. Deals 2 damage if the... Ooh. Fire elemental. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's give her wind coat. You can have lowers agility. Inflicts 1 random irresistible ailment to an enemy who attacks. So could do poison, toxic, stuff like that. Do leg shot. Him. Was it bee sting? No. Wait. Physical hit. It's 1.8. Inflicts paralyzed for 2 turns. Ballad of Wind. Her. I think I wanted aura? No, let's do piercing shot. She doesn't have many attacks. Yeah. It's fallen restoration. Inflicts debuff for 2 turns. When the enemy dies with this debuff. Okay. Summoned Ether restores TP by amount based upon summons times 15. Let's do Metal Axe. Maybe? I feel like I'd be safe picking like magic up or passive for him. The character has full HP and would die by an attack they survive. But they have to have full HP. I don't know, maybe there's a world where that exists that is good. Gain 5% HP after defeating an enemy. That's only for if he does it. Let's do magic. Shadow Step, 2 dodges. Lightning Rod. I do not want to taunt. 25% chance to get another dodge after dodge. What? Oh, for like multi-attack, I think. That would make sense. I want to give her more crit though. Or agility. Do agility. And for him, we're going to save his because I want to get more of those. To be honest. Oh, I gave her wind coat, yeah. Okay. Rob. Gave him leg shot. Can I switch out Awaken for the other? I can. Let's do that. She's still learning. I gave him a stat increase. Her, I gave stat increase, and him I did spend. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna go do this quest. Let's take off. Thank you, map, for showing me where I need to go. We're gonna go down this way though. Go through the ruins. That was trippy. I forgot I changed their colors. Anyways, I need to go up that way. And straight up. There we go. Okay. I feel like I wonder if I'm strong enough to beat those goblins yet. I don't feel like I've leveled up much, but never know. Yeah. And then what was this one? Is it over here? It is. Cool. All the times that I've come in here. Okay. Let's see. Why is my team all messed up? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Are they weak to earth? Let's do defense. I just want to see what this looks like. That's cool. Angry gibberish. Okay, yeah, they don't do as much damage as they once did. That was a lot of damage. Fire strike. You are weak to earth. probably shouldn't use his physical attack. Okay, yeah, these guys are much more manageable now. Okay. I don't even think I need platinum ore anymore. Stupid wings, elastic wings, or whatever they're called. Is there a way to get across? No. Thank you, Anthony. Oh. Okay. Well, we're just gonna do this stuff. They're weak to... Please summon an earth one. I don't know if it is. I think it is. Just gonna... on his next attack, I'll use his ultra move. Who does she switch with? Him. Let's do that. I didn't check what the wizard was weak to. Earth as well. Okay. 1.1. Let's do this. Let's do defensives. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and use his ultimate. Poison? You know what? Let's poison and then toxic if he lives. Oh! Okay, sir. Do not hit him again, please. And you hit him again. And I cannot bring people back to life with him. Well, I guess I could with an item. Also, I forgot I still had cross slash. Yeah, that hurt. Can I have more than one? I don't want to test it. I don't want to try it out. There we go. Kill this one. Yeah, Glenn does so much damage. He's already toxic, right? No, he's not. Could have killed him. I should have. Oh my goodness. Could have just killed him with the earth attack. It wouldn't have done anything. It wouldn't have. It would have done exactly what I needed it to do. Also, the fact that like there was a hidden thing here and I couldn't see it is kind of strange. Hopefully, I don't miss much because of that. What's this? Falchion is weaker, but won't be once I upgrade it. Okay. Let's go this way and straight up. Haven't had one of these in a while. Let's do the Purity 2 and Undead Killer. Okay, so we're just gonna go straight over. Climb the wall. More goblins. He seems to hurt the most. Both are, yeah, no, we switch out and we just do Claymore. Oh, he can do Terra actually. Is there, yeah, let's do that. Oh, that was a nice chunk. You are going to do, let's do damage. And then Fire Slash to him. 700. I still think Cross Slash is better, even with that setup. That was 700 with a weakness. Let's hit them both. Out of Earth. Oh, maybe not, but I did have to take 2 turns, so that was what, 1, 2, 3, 420, about 500 damage with 1 move. Yeah. Okay. So maybe it is better to do the setup overall, because that was like 800. The oil attack hit, what was it? Like 150-ish. So I did 1,000 damage in 2 turns. Or I could do about 1,000. So it's about equal. Let's go down. Turtle-shaped potato. Gems, I think I already have, yeah. Lava gem. Okay, so there's 2 ways to go. Up is where I need to go. Oh, because the way it works. Yeah, so we'll do this one. That's a massive one, Purity. See you later, man. Have a good one. A Bethy? What is that? 2,500 arc. How's this guy? The vicious fiend I was talking about lies ahead. It's too strong even for you, but if you feed it this berry, you might stand a chance. To develop this berry for strong monsters like that, it weakens their body by a lot. Okay. How do I get over there? Did I miss something? No, I probably need to beat this guy. That guy is creepy looking. Okay, so items. This. A Tat-Eye. $88,000 damage. Broke everything. Defense break for the next 10,000 in 2 turns. Is he weak to Earth? Everything down here is weak to Earth. Let's do defense. I know he's attack broken and whatnot, but I don't know. Let's do agility up. The other thing I need to figure out is like, okay, so this inflicts oil for 1 turn, but I think once I hit them with fire, it doesn't matter. Also, he can do oil, and then Len can always hit them too with fire. That just dealt almost 2,000 damage. That's insane. That setup might actually be better. What is that thing? Can I go back and talk to this guy now? Good job, let's move on. Okay, that, yeah. What are those? What are those? Okay. Okay, so I think that's the way I'm supposed to go, maybe. Go up instead. Let's do Aquatic Killer. Yeah, I'll do that one too. Me, a member of the Adventurers Guild. Let me help you with some hints about unique monsters. Firstly, if you're lucky, you can find a unique monster in the west of Orgren. It's an alpha male. I've heard that all other enemies in the area disappear when it spawns. Secondly, people say a goblin takes its stroll somewhere in the northeast of Orgren. Apparently it hates all goblins and wishes they were dead. Maybe it won't appear until the other goblins are gone. Okay, so I'm assuming northeast square, and then west would be where I'm not the direction I'm headed, but oh, what is all that's so creepy. Oh, purity 4 light resistance, and I don't have any cards yet, but oh, break extenders. Do some dark resistance and evasionist, HP regen counter, and counterattack. Okay, so then let's go. What did it say about the west one again? I don't know what those are. What did you say? It's an alpha male. All other enemies in the area disappear. Another one? Do I still have? I don't. Does it save when I enter a new area? It does. Okay. Oh, he's not there now. Does that mean that the special one is here now? Also, if he's considered the alpha one, does that make him more terrifying than that thing? Human killer and defensive. That is definitely him. I'm gonna get wrecked. Speak to Earth. What? Yeah, okay, nope. Okay, so I know he's there, which means I can explore the rest of the area safely. Because there's no monsters here when he's here. I got a sacred water. Cool. Yeah. We'll go down and across the bridge, but this time we're going to go up. It means there's a point where we will be fighting those guys as if they're nothing. Let's do katana and light armor bonus. Fast travel point. Another ancient. Ooh, what's this? Looks like an item would fit here. This is giving like Final Fantasy IV vibes where you have all the ultimate weapons. This is definitely like a end game-ish thing. Okay, but I can do this, and we can go back there. Already got that one. Gotta be a way to get into the water somewhere. Light armor bonus and another one. Do I? Yeah. Oh, this was the one area. Let's get Swordmaster and Swordmaster. This is the area that, if we kill all the other goblins. Oh, maybe not. Nashra Rabba. So you're just gonna. I think it's just gonna keep repeating. Yep. Okay. So can't go there. That music was kind of cool. So we go straight up. Oh, cool. I actually completely forgot that this was a thing. Sweet. Can't get over the turtle-shaped potatoes. Who would have expected ruins so deep inside Augrain? Whoa, what madness. What does it say here? By the gods, I knew it. Nissa didn't sink by any misfortune. These ruins are proof. They serve as an entrance to the bottom of the crater. However, they were built in a time before Nissa's demise, so the builders knew exactly what would happen to Nissa. Does that complete the job? No, we're not Nissa yet, silly. Silly? Wait a second, is that a hidden switch? Don't touch the switch. The gate opened. There are 3 more gates. If the inscription here is to be believed, the switches are scattered all across Volantis. You're expecting us to find them all? Of course. Money is not an issue. Do I really have to repeat myself? According to the text, there is a switch in Roland, the Fjordwards, and Perpetua. What do you think, Glenn? Should we go through this trouble? We already travel a lot, so we might as well be on the lookout for these switches. Wonderful, then I'll wait here. You want to wait here? I think Glenn meant we're going to look for the switches on the side. That could take weeks or months. We may never find them. No problem. I'm practicing waiting. If it's one of the virtues of any good scientist, so I wish you good luck. Okay, so there's 4 more. Somehow I feel sorry for her. Maybe we should look directly after all. So that tells me, how far up can I go? Pretty far, actually. To be honest, I didn't read what that one was. Discovered a fast travel location. What's this? You want to take the elevator down? No, not yet. Because there was sky armor this way. That chain. Okay, that was... I was like, oh, that chain looks cool. I was not expecting it, but okay. Oh. Not much rarer than rivers or mountains in our beautiful world are the trees. They grow on every corner, from the sturdy redwoods on the peaks of the Ramunda Mountains that defy all winds, to the scrawny little trees of the Doma Desert that can go for months without water. All these trees are nothing more than children in the course of time, for their age rarely exceeds 1,000 years. Every now and then, however, one finds an old one, a tree from a bygone eras that has inherited magic. This generation of trees is often, but not always, very large. Well-known representatives are the Algarve tree on Shambhala or the Hilavia tree in Volantis. However, not much is known about the oldest of the old ones, Moria, known as the Tree Without Memory or the Lonely Tree. Her knowledge comes from legends, and these suggest that it stands in Pangaea, in the northernmost continent, populated only by the coast. As one of the ancients, Moria has a personality, and he feared loneliness because the young trees around him no longer spoke his language. So through his magic, he tried to learn one language that everyone spoke, the language of life, the Ether. He dug his roots so deep that they did not only penetrate the entire earth, but also broke through reality and plunged their tips into the ocean of the Maelstrom. Since then, the Old One searches the memory of the unliving and listens to their story. Very life streamy from like Final Fantasy 7 or Spira-ish. We'll do close bonus again, and Amulet Master. Is an exit? No. Strike first probably does exactly what it says. We're just going to teleport back to that one. Then we're going to go to the right. The door seems to be locked from the other side. Okay, so that means there is a cave entrance somewhere that leads to here. That also means that I am done. Actually, can I hit this switch to go down? Yes. This view is amazing. Words fail me. The city has really sunk in one piece. The buildings are all standing, for the most part that is. Up there, the wyverns fly like a flock of birds. Combined with the fog, it's no wonder why you can't reach Nissa via the crater. And somewhere down there dwells Aznadale. I'm so excited to see him. Are these true kings really that interesting? What are you saying, little one? Of course they are. They're the strongest, most powerful creatures in all of Eldria. They can destroy whole cities within a few seconds. And they're also mysterious. In Vati, there is a mountain that was famous for its twin wind caves. Strong winds flowed in and out. Wow. No explorer could enter the cave and come out alive. Either the wind pulled the explorers deep into the caves or hurled them out of the mountain. It was not until 100 years later that geologists found out that the mountain was not a mountain at all. Once they cleared it of all of its flora and the appearance became visible from a distance, it was, in fact, a true king. That's crazy. So is his breath. The ape, Medeiros Arbo, first true king. The caves were nothing but his nostrils. He had been meditating for thousands of years, so he'd become one with the environment. Fascinating, isn't it? The second true king is a boar that moves through the world in almost straight lines, piercing a huge moat through the earth. Nothing can stop him. Even a mountain is no obstacle. He simply bores his way through everything. People use his paths as tunnels. Whole villages must give way if the boar approaches them. His trenches are visible even from far up in the sky. The boar Grand Balar, second true king, also called the Unwavered. Aznadale is the third king. Since he is hiding here, we don't know much about him. The dragon Aznadale. Third king, also called the Undying Dreamer. We know even less about the fourth king, but once a century there's an incredible event. A voice resounds over all of Eldria, speaking for several minutes in an unknown language. The voice sounds like a parrot repeating some words. Because of this immense ability, it was classified as a true king. What it looks like, where the voice comes from, no one knows. The parrot Ruhan, fourth true king, also called the Divine Voice. I don't need to introduce the next true king. We all see him whenever we look in the sky at night. Well, that answers my question from a few minutes ago. Our second moon, the Al Luna Orbitus, the fifth true king, also called the Watching Eye. Quick bit of trivia, airships only fly up to a certain altitude, but not because they can't technically go any higher, but because otherwise they're trespassing into Luna's territory. He's quick to deal with intruders. No one has ever seen the main body of the next true king. excuse me. But his work influences us all. Creates ebb and flow through his breathing. When he uses his tentacles, giant waves are created. The Kraken Warlord, Sixth True King, also called the Abyss. And the last in line is quite special. It's not a single entity, but it's made up of thousands of individuals. It is a fast and unstoppable. It contaminates entire cities within a few hours. The Rat Swarm, Karmasinus, the Seventh True King, the Black Plague. Well, enough rambling. We are arriving. Alright, so there's a hidden wall somewhere. What's wrong? This looks bad. The gate is locked and the key seems to be a complex mathematical puzzle. What do we do now? I'll have to solve it. It'll take days though. I'm slightly annoyed. You still need our help? Huh? Help? No, you're bothering me. Leave me alone. Here's your payment now. Go away. You sure you want to stay here? Have you got any? I hate to repeat myself. Get out here. I can manage on my own. Something tells me she really can. Okay. So obviously we come back here later. Let's go ahead and teleport. Guess it doesn't matter, right? All right, I will be right back again.